In a peaceful little village surrounded by mountains and green meadows, there lived a young girl named Aisha. She was known far and wide for her innocent nature. She never lied, never harmed anyone, and always tried to see goodness in people even when they were unkind to her. Her parents were simple farmers. They didn't own much wealth, but their home was filled with warmth, faith, and love. Behind their small house stretched a magical garden. The villagers called it the Garden of Truth because they believed only people with pure and innocent hearts could see its real beauty. When Aisha walked through the garden, the flowers seemed to bloom brighter, the birds sang sweeter, and the breeze whispered like a lullaby. But when others entered, they saw only ordinary plants. This was the gift of her innocence. One sunny morning, Aisha heard a weak cry. Following the sound, she found a small bird lying under a rose bush. Its wing was broken and ants had begun crawling over its tiny body. "Oh, poor little one," she whispered, carefully lifting it in her palms. She cleaned its wounds, gave it water in a leaf cup, and made a small nest for it near her window. Every day, Aisha looked after the bird, feeding it grains, singing to it, and keeping it safe. Weeks passed, and slowly the bird grew stronger. One day, it spread its wings and flew into the sky, but instead of leaving silently, it landed on her shoulder and spoke in a magical voice. "Sweet child, your heart is pure. You cared for me when no one else would. Remember, whenever you are tested, truth will always find its way back to you." Aisha was amazed. She told no one, but in her heart, she felt that kindness had rewarded her with something greater than treasure. A few months later, a rich merchant came to the village. He was a proud man who trusted no one. One evening, he discovered that his bag of gold coins was missing. In his anger, he shouted in the marketplace, "Someone has stolen my gold, and I know who it is. It must be that girl, Aisha. She always wanders near my house garden." Who else could it be? The villagers, though unsure, began whispering. Could it be true? She's always so quiet. Maybe she hides her cleverness. Who would suspect an innocent girl? Perhaps that's why she wasn't caught until now. Aisha was shocked when people confronted her. Tears filled her eyes, but she bravely said, "I did not take what is not mine. Allah is my witness. If we remain patient, the truth will come by itself." Even the merchant's guards searched just as the village gathered in the square to demand Aisha's punishment. Still, a sudden sound came from the village. It was the same bird she had once healed. It flew down carrying a shiny object in its beak. The bird dropped it in front of the crowd. It was the merchant's lost bag of gold. Gas filled the air. The merchant's face turned red with shame. He had accused an innocent soul without proof. The villagers lowered their heads, feeling guilty for doubting her. The bird circled above Aisha, chirping joyfully, then disappeared into the clouds. Everyone now remembered the Garden of Truth and realized why Aisha was chosen to see its beauty. Her heart was pure. The merchant fell to his knees before Aisha. "Child, forgive me. I was blinded by anger and pride. I accused you falsely. Please take these gold coins as my apology." But Aisha gently shook her head. "I do not need gold. I only wish that people never doubt the innocent without reason. What I need is trust, not treasure." Her words touched every heart. From that day forward, no one in the village ever questioned Aisha's honesty. She became a symbol of purity and truth for generations. Parents told her story to their children, teaching them that innocence is stronger than lies, and kindness always returns to us in unexpected ways.